Hi everybody, thank you very much for joining me. This is a two-part video today. Part one is to do with the new Paul McCartney album that I've just bought and I'm really delighted with. The second part is to do with the problem with it. Now if you're here because of the problem element, skip to this part of the video here and you can watch from there. But if you want to see about the new Paul McCartney album that I've bought, here it is. It's not new, it's been out years, but it's new to me. Paul McCartney Fireman Electric Arguments on vinyl. Yes, I've been after this for years and I got an opportunity at the weekend. I was really happy. I went into my local record shop, Revolution Records in Selby. If you're ever in the area, it's a great record shop to check out. They've got some great stuff in. I went in for a particular reason. I was looking for a certain record and I bought it. I was looking for this. Phil Collins' Face Value. Been after it on vinyl for a while. They had a copy in original pressing, £10 in great condition. I thought I'll have that. But then the owner, Michael, said, do you want to have a look at some stuff that's just come in, some Beatles stuff that he takes in. They sell new records, they also sell second hand. He'd taken in some second hand stuff from one of his customers. And I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness me. I bet this is a lot of money because this is often well into three figures to get on vinyl. And there's a real story behind this. So let me just show you this first of all because this is quite a rarity on vinyl. It's a gatefold. Of course, it's the third and so far final album from Paul McCartney under the Fireman name. The only one with him actually singing on there. It's a great album. On vinyl, it's a double. Let me just show you. These are the two sleeves that the vinyl records come in, which I'm going to show you in a moment. I was surprised to see that it also came with it on CD inside. Now, I've had the CD since the day that this came out, but who knows whether it might be useful for it to have another copy in, but apparently all those original vinyl pressings came with a CD inside. I wasn't aware of that. There's also a booklet in here. I'm one of those people who would really, really love it if there was a Paul McCartney archive collection that was based around the Fireman and the three Fireman albums. I think that would be fantastic. I hope it's something that MPL consider doing at some point. So there's a nice booklet in there. So like I said, this is really rare to get hold of. But there's a problem with it. The problem is this. This is the sleeve that it came in. This is how it was issued back in the day. This you can see is a numbered sleeve. 1069 is my number on there. This is PVC. Some of you might know where this is going. PVC is proven now to be very bad for your records. Now, when I first saw this in the pile of stuff that had come in, Michael at Revolution Records was very upfront with me. Straight away, he said, there's a problem with this. There's a problem with the vinyl. And some of you may have seen this before. PVC is not a good thing to store your vinyl records in because there's a chemical that it contains, what they call a plasticizer, which helps to sort of make it bendy and supple. That plasticizer that's in there over the years can react with the vinyl record to give off a gas that can damage the vinyl record. Now that plasticizer, once that breaks down, this is why sometimes, you know, PVC sleeves after a lot of years, they can go quite brittle. It's because the plasticizer is no longer working. Now, I'm going to show you what the issue is here. See if you can see that. You might just be able to see that there's some cloudiness on this disc. I think you can catch it quite well there. It's only on that side. It's not on the other side. The other side's absolutely fine. And it's the same with the other disc. On one side, it's gone cloudy, and on the other side, it hasn't. And the two cloudy sides are the sides that were on the outside of the gatefold sleeve, nearest to the PVC. So like I say, Michael was really upfront about this. Look, there's a problem with it. Are you still interested? I said, well, can you play it? Can you put it on the record player for me? He's got speakers hooked up to a record player. So I asked him to put on the side that looked bad. And we had a listen and I thought, that sounds okay to me. I can't hear a problem with that Obviously it was in a shop, it's not the ideal listening environment, but it sounded pretty good to me. So we had a bit of a discussion about price, and I won't say what I paid for it, but I will say that Michael offered me a price that I was very happy with. So I came away with this vinyl record. I played it at home since, and I can listen to it a lot more carefully in here. And there is, on the sides that have got the clouding, there is a bit more surface noise. It probably brings it up to a similar level to, let's say, a picture disc. Okay, so it's, once the music starts, you can't really notice it, but in between the tracks and at the start, you can tell that that clouding that you see there is causing a bit of hiss. So I thought, I went into this completely eyes wide open. It was my decision to buy this, and I could live with that. But what I'm thinking is, I've been doing some research in the last few days, and there is a product on the market that I've seen some instances of people using a product. It's called Maguire's Plast RX, and it's designed to take out essentially scratches in plastic, but it's also designed to remove cloudiness as well. And some people have reported really good results of using this polish on vinyl records that have been damaged by the PVC gassing, as they call it. So I'm wondering whether to do that. This is where I want your help a little bit. For anybody, if anybody here has been through this process, I would love you to let me know in the comments how you've got on with it, because I'm not quite sure whether to do this. I may well do it. If I do, I will do a follow-up video to this. I will show the process and I will show the results. You'll be able to hear befores and afters. Or I might decide to not bother. If I don't bother, I'm not sure how often I would want to play this, because I would be concerned about, is anything going to get onto my stylus that shouldn't do? Again, I'm not sure there. So I'm umming and ahhing, but I may well decide to try and repair this. As some of you will know, I've moved the vast majority of my CDs into these plastic sleeves. These are not PVC. These are polypropylene, which do not give off those gases. They're not going to have the same effect as PVC does. I also keep my vinyl records in similar sleeves to what I keep my CDs in. Again, polypropylene, there's no PVC in there. That's not going to give off the gases that PVC does. So if you have got PVC sleeves at home on any of your records, please check them. So this record here had been stored for, about 16 years since Electric Arguments came out, and over that time it's had quite an effect on the record. So you may well have a similar issue at your end, and certainly don't look to buy PVC sleeves to put in on your CDs or your vinyl into. So yeah, I think I may well get some of this polish and see whether I can do a repair job on this. I'm at the point where I'm thinking, well, what harm can I do? So long as I'm careful with it and don't obviously damage the grooves, as long as I'm careful with how I apply that, I'm thinking I can probably do this, but I would love to know your experience. But anyway, I am really happy to finally get Electric Arguments on vinyl. It's been one that I've really wanted for years. Very, very happy about that. Stay tuned, because we may well have a cleaning video coming soon to see whether we can repair PVC damage. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.